What's up, everyone? It's Tim from Tim Plays a Game, here with my analysis for the recently released third trailer for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, set to be released on the Nintendo Switch on May 12th. There was a lot of new info that came out with this trailer, and a bunch of blink and you'll miss it moments during the video. I've analyzed and overanalyzed this video, and I'm here to reveal my findings. So, here we go. The video begins with a shot of the clouds, with many floating islands passing by. On this island, you will see a Zonai monster fighting a Choo-Choo. These same Zonai monsters were seen fighting Link in the previous trailer. It may be indicative that the Zonai are neither good nor bad, but a chaotic neutral. We then see Link diving through the sky, where we can get a wide view of the game world. As the game logo fades in, we get a glimpse of two geoglyphs, which is a large design or motif produced on the ground by durable elements of the landscape. Based on their design, I believe these were produced by the Zonai tribe. It remains to be seen whether these geoglyphs will have a larger function in the game. As Link deploys his paraglider, we can see that the horse stables are adorned with 4 protruding beams of light. This may be just a way to make these horse stables more noticeable, as they have a larger part to play later. As Link lands in a grassy field, we see this landscape shot. I want to point out that the Sheikah Towers from Breath of the Wild have not been seen in any of the trailers, and this shot is further confirmation that the Sheikah Towers may not play a part in this game. There is a tower in the distance, but it does not appear to be the same shape as the Sheikah Tower. We then see Link running through Hateno Village. I would like to point out these items that appear to be man-made parasols that are designed to look like giant mushrooms. These were not in Breath of the Wild, and could be a new item in the game. We then get a shot of a Guardian-free Hyrule Castle town, now with tents set up in a circle near the center. It seems that we may not be having any more Guardian battles in Castle Town, but these tents do give off a feeling of safety in what was one of the most dangerous areas in Breath of the Wild. We then get this shot of Link scaling a side of a mountain. Off in the distance, you can see a cone-shaped tent with a familiar green spiral coming out of it. This spiral is similar to the one we saw years ago in a previous trailer. We also get to see an unnatural rock formation that seems to defy gravity, like many things that we've seen in Tears of the Kingdom trailers. We then get a quick glimpse of a temple rising out of the sands. This temple bears a striking resemblance to the temple we saw during the first trailer years ago. We then see Hyrule Castle being lifted off the ground and towards the sky, with glowing chunks of debris falling around it, followed by a blood moon rising with an ominous man standing in front facing away from us. Cut to black, and then we see a shot of Link reaching out to Zelda with a discolored arm only just to miss grabbing her hand. I've speculated in previous videos that Link's arm being infected is due to the same Zonai magic that Ganon used to revive himself, and this shot is further evidence of that. We see the sands of the Gerudo Desert submerging into various ground holes. This may be a new sand trap, or the Zelda equivalent of a Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. Good luck fighting those, Link. May the Force be with you. We then see a shot of what looks like the Zonai Temple, with lava falling around it. This temple is likely under Goron City or Death Mountain. We then see a fleet of airships with designs like what we've seen with Dorito and Rito Village. The trailer continues with Link jumping into a floating water sphere, diving through an ancient laser grid, pushing a turnstile that manipulates the outer wall of the room, and gliding through an ancient maze. We also get this shot of Link twirling a staff while riding horseback through a war zone of moblins. This seems to be a much more effective way of fighting on horseback while dealing with multiple enemies. We then get what I assume is our first glimpse of an actual Zonai. We have not seen anything like this in any Zelda game, or even in the previous trailers. We also see a giant Zonai behemoth coming out of a wall. It is still unknown whether these Zonai are friend or foe. We cut to a shot of Link standing in what appears to be a reconstructed Hyrule Castle throne room. You may remember this room was destroyed in Breath of the Wild, along with most of Hyrule Castle. The scene changes to Zelda standing in what appears to be a mechanized Zonai room, being told by a tall figure that Link and the Master Sword are their last line of defense. We then see Link floating on a bird-shaped platform through the clouds, fighting Zonai monsters with a shield-infused sword that can repel enemy attacks, gliding over a floating stone sphere with a single opening. Death Star, maybe? dodging a flaming Goron's rolling attack, flying upward through a snowy sky with Tulin, who is the son of Teba from Breath of the Wild, carrying a horse-drawn carriage made of fused parts, using recall to parry an Octorok attack, holding onto a rocket to scale a Bokoblin fort, and even low-gravity jumping to platforms to reach a floating island. We also catch a glimpse of Link fighting a Zonai monster while on minecart in a lava-filled area, as well as using stone-fused Behemoth to charge directly into a Talos with the Bokoblins riding it. It seems the Zonai technology can be used against enemies, as we see Link shoot an arrow at one to make it spin and shoot green laser beams. A potential boss is seen as an icy monster attempts to assault Teba and Tulin before the scene changes to a red explosion. One of the more mysterious scenes in this trailer is Zelda carrying a gold stone with Zonai engravings, stating that she's here because of something only she can do. I believe this is alluding to her ability to seal away darkness. As you may remember, Zelda used her magic to seal away Ganon after a grueling battle with Link. A lot of trailers have been alluding to the resurrection of Ganondorf, the Gerudo form of Ganon, and this could be further confirmation of his revival. We then see a blast of red malice shooting up into the sky as monsters begin to form ready to battle. We see the same malice engulf Link's right arm and the Master Sword. Not only is Link infected by this, but it may have damaged the Master Sword, as a lot of official artwork has been alluding to this. We hear what I can assume is Ganon telling Link not to look away, and that he is witnessing a king's revival and the birth of a new world. One of the most iconic scenes is shown as we see a fully revived Ganondorf. This confirms that Ganon used the power of the Zonai to not only shatter the land of Hyrule into floating fragments, but also revive himself to full power or more. We see a new monster that looks like it was ripped out of the Splatoon universe, jumping out of the black ooze to devour Link before diving back down into the ooze. Tulin gets a speaking role in this game, guiding Link mid-flight. Another mysterious scene plays out very quickly, where a decorated Zelda has the gold stone around her neck and is seen using her magic. Fans have speculated that we would get to play as Zelda at some point in this game, and I think it would be amazing if we got to see her power before our eyes. We see a beam of energy attack an army of sand seals. Riju, the Gerudo leader from Breath of the Wild, uses a double sword thunder attack, and a ragtag army led by Link. During this part, we hear a female voice telling us that we are not alone, as Sidon, the Zora Prince from Breath of the Wild, assists Link. This implies that we are getting assistance from our friends that we helped in Breath of the Wild. Way to pay it forward. We hear Zelda say that Link is her final hope before the title appears once again. The trailer ends with Zelda asking Link to come find her, as the release date for this game is displayed on screen. As far as trailers go, we have a much better understanding of the story for Tears of the Kingdom. Ganon has revived himself as Ganondorf, Link and Zelda become separated due to a shattered Hyrule, and Link must undo Ganon's dark plan while regrouping with Zelda to save the world. This is just my thoughts of what I've analyzed, but I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories as to what is in store for us when Tears of the Kingdom releases in just under a month. Make sure to post your thoughts and theories in the comments section below, and get ready for the next exciting chapter in the Zelda franchise. For now, this is Tim from Tim Plays a Game signing off, and have a good night, guys.